Let me guess, you're a student, it's 2023 and you want to find the best Notion setup that will work for you this year. Which is why in this video, I'll be giving you guys a little tour of my Notion and just how I set it up over the past few months to have it work for me and be both productive and aesthetic and functional. So many of you guys requested this video, which is why I thought it'd only be right to start 2023 off with a Notion video. And hopefully this gives you guys some insight into how to organize your life for the upcoming year. As always, timestamps are in the description below because I expect this video will be a bit longer than normal. So feel free to skip around to the area that works for you. And other than that, hope you guys really enjoy this video and find it useful to see just how I organize my life with Notion. So if everything works out, I should be in the corner of your guys' screen right now. And basically you guys should be able to see my Notion dashboard. So basically this is the homepage of my Notion. It's called Ahmed's House and it has the time and the calendar and a little memo pad where I add all the important things that I forget or need to remember for the next few days. And it's something I always see because I come to Notion so much. And then below that I have home records, which are 4 pages. And basically they're called like renovations and spring cleaning, and all it is me adding things and like taking away things and wanting to remember what I added and took away. And then below that I have the rooms, or like the pages of my Notion. So these are the living room, the kitchen, the dining room, and there's 6 more. It's study, the studio, the library, the home gym, the basement, and the vault. And these are essentially where I put everything. So all my important records or like things I need to remember, my homeworks or whatever I need to do, they all go in these categories like organized. My main 3 that I end up using are the living room, the study, and the studio for YouTube, school, and just a quick overview of everything. And then the other thing is that I did have other rooms like I was just telling you about, the bedroom and the bathroom. But I ended up taking those out because I thought they were kind of useless when I had the living room and other stuff already. Essentially, my living room is an overview of the entire Notion page. Then the kitchen, it's more like long-term goals for me. So what I plan on doing the next year, I've cleared it out, so I'll show you through then. Then the dining room I've also like put away for now, but it's basically consumer goods and everything I consumed. So like media, books, etc. Not even books actually, just shows on like TV and films and Netflix. Then the next thing is the study, the studio, the library. These 3 I do use often. The study is basically me and like all my homeworks and key dates and things I have to remember. Then the studio is social media stuff, so things I want to film or edit or things what I have to do for the next week's video, for example. Then I have the library, and the library is just me. It took me a while, but I was already bored this summer day. Like it was the 5th week of summer, I think, out of 10 for our GCSE summer. I had loads of times on my hands, so I went through all the books I had and like wrote them down and then searched them all up and had like a whole library thing. So I'll click on it, for example. And you can see I have every book I've ever read. Plus, I do have a couple more books that I've read, but they were like kind of childish, so I didn't really add them. But I labeled them and I added the dates and what I read and the genre, and it was just a whole process. So you guys don't have to do that in yours, but it's just something I wanted to show you. Then the next is the home gym, the basement, the vault. As I think I said before, in this video I won't be showing you guys the basement or the vault because they're kind of useless. So I'll stop at the home gym, and that's basically fitness stuff and plans and all those things that I have to do and add. You can see this Notion is kind of unfinished. It's not fully done because I am constantly changing things and adding new things. So that is a key thing there. That's why I want to wait a couple months before I upload this template for you guys. But now I've shown you a quick overview of my Notion. Now let's skip over to like me going through every room and detailing what exactly is in it. So the first room we're going to start off with is the living room. If I just click here, so you can see this is what you guys always see in my videos when I have it in the background or on that TV screen behind me. It's the thing you guys always see, and it's essentially an overview, just what it is. So I have my to-do list, so academic to-do list, content calendar, learning journal, so like hyperlinks to stuff that I really go to on a daily basis. The learning journal is some weird thing that our teacher made us do, but yeah, I don't access that much, even though I should. But the next thing is I have the dates, so Monday 2nd, Tuesday 3rd, Wednesday 4th. This is the date for the next week. I have everything that I plan on doing. So Saturday, it's Saturday the 31st, and after I film this video, I have so many past papers I have to do, and those are all that I've written down. But moving on from that, basically that's what I do. In this calendar thing, I have my sections, I have my dates, and then I write down everything I need to do. Sometimes the notes, I do have a second playlist to like, or to-do list to back up what I have originally. But this is my main one where I put everything I have to do for the day and sometimes move things around, move things back, etc. Then if we scroll up again, I have my overview. So originally it would have like homeworks and things, but right now since we're in holidays, I've done all my homework, don't have any left to do. So this is kind of empty, but what it is basically it's untitled at the moment. So let's say I have biology homework. I'd write that down, and then I have subject, date, due, type of task, priority, assignment, and complete. And I just fill in that information, and you can see the subjects that I have, because we have 2 teachers for each, the date that it's due, the type of task. And then in here, I just add in some extra information. And it's my way of making sure I remember and do my homework to a good degree. And now if we go back to the living room, you can see I have my school timetable. So here I have like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, what I have, what subjects. On the side, I have subject hyperlinks. So this again is just like the topics that we're doing and etc. Whatever that is. And it's not something I use that much. I use mostly my timetable. Then after that, we have quick links to other rooms if I want to go and like skip to them quicker than going through the homepage. Back burner tasks, then I have my memo pad here, which I use more often, to be honest, to be fair, than the other one. I have my weekend schedule, my after school to-do list, which I don't always follow that closely. Then I have some revision memo, which is something I added recently. It's me just putting down the tasks that I have to do very quickly. I can cross some of these off actually. Then below I have my master calendar. This is all the stuff that, I have coming up. It's not that filled for the months coming up, but for the months before, I just added all the important things that are in our school timetable or things that are happening. So that's really it with my living room or dashboard. It's probably the biggest thing in my Notion and something I come back to most of the time. Other than that, there's not a lot. If we move on to the kitchen next, the kitchen is basically, it's like long-term goals, and this I haven't really filled this in for 2023, or I didn't really do it for 2022 either, but I should. And I've heard that goal setting is a good thing you should do, so I'm planning on doing that soon after my mocks. So it's basically studying, career, social media, bucket list, things I want to do this year and accomplish, and places I want to go, etc. And it's just a quick overview. Probably in the future, if I'm more into Notion, what I'll probably do is change the kitchen into like a food tracker for exercise or something. But at the moment, it's just kitchen because it's like long-term fridge freezer stuff. Then if we move on to the dining room, this is consume. Wait, sometimes it takes a while. So I have got like things down here, but I've hidden them, and basically this is just things to watch and things I've watched, and you can fill this in as you go along. So to be honest, it's quite personal for me to show you guys my Notion because it is like my inner thoughts and everything, which I know is kind of weird. But if we move on from the dining room, we have the study, and the study is basically the same thing as the living room, but it's like more in depth. So I have my homeworks. And as you can see, the assignment tracker copies on from both like the living room and the study because it has to be the same. I have my bulletin of things that came up or are coming up, so I can cross that off actually. Quick links, backlinks, the school calendar, and then I have those subject pages that I was just showing you. So biological molecules, topic 1, topic 2, etc. And here's where I add my notes in case I lose them. And that is the study. You can see the study isn't as used either because most of the things that I use are in the living room. But if we move on from the living room, the study, etc., we have the studio. This I haven't used right now, but I am using and have used a lot before. And this is basically the studio, things I want to post and release. And basically all the social medias I'm interested in and my weekly to-do list for what I want to do for social media, what videos I want to make, what I want to plan, what I want to script, etc. It's not a room that most people have, but it's definitely really useful when it comes to content planning for you guys. So that is the studio. Then after the studio, we have the library. This is the one I want to take you guys through. So the library, as I was saying before in the overview, I have every book, or most of the books that I've read here. And if they're blank, it's probably because I haven't read them or forgot. I did read the Twilight series, it was really bad, so don't do that. But you can see most of the books I have, they're all here. As I read them, I try to add them. Sometimes I do forget. I have all these books over here that I have started reading, like this one, Gentlemen and Players, so I need to add that into this. And it's kind of cool because if you have time, you can just go back and see how many books you read. I read a lot of books when I was younger, so I have a lot here. It's not something that a lot of people have. I saw it online and on Pinterest, so I thought just to add it. Also on this page, I have all the photos for the books, and that took a while. I think 2 or 3 days of summer when I was really bored, I spent the time just adding all the covers. And it's kind of satisfying because when you scroll through, you can see all the books as you read them with the covers. And I like that, but it's not a lot of people would have this or really would take the time to do so. Then after that, I have the home gym. The home gym is basically a fitness thing, and right now I haven't used this as much either, and I do plan to, I promise. but it's just me filling in what I'm doing on which day, and like exercise check-ins and backlinks and the workouts I'm doing, which I have actually used, surprisingly. But you can really tell that for my Notion, I do use the living room the most, like the dashboard. And in the future, I might just end up changing it, so I get rid of all the rooms and change it to just the dashboard. But you can really tell for me, my Notion, it's like the main three things are content planning, homework, and then any other family stuff or like things I want to remember. So it's not as in-depth as some other people's, but it definitely is really in-depth in a way that makes me make sure that I do my homework, I get revision done on time, I post videos for you guys every Sunday, and then all the other things I just want to remember and do. So I really enjoy it, like having this as my Notion. I've used countless other templates, and as I said before, I really want to upload this like template for you guys in the future, but I just need to work out the logistics of that. The other thing is, if you guys want more Notion videos like soon, like how to make your Notion aesthetic or how to get started with Notion, then please like let me know. I'd love to make those videos for you guys, because I really enjoy using Notion. I've come to a place where like this is what I'm satisfied with. I use this a lot, something I come back to a lot compared to any other app like Notes or whatever, or Things to Do 3. But Notion really right now, it's something I'm satisfied with, ready with, and it's something I use every day. And this template is just something I've made over the past few months and changed and altered, and I'm really happy with it so far. So overall, I really hope you guys found this Notion video useful, and it gives you a great insight into how to organize your life for 2023. And if you did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I am hoping to upload this as a template very soon, just once I work out the logistics of it with a website and everything. So stay tuned for that, and subscribe, and also follow me on my social medias, which are all linked down in the description below, to get random or more like weekly updates to the channel, how I'm progressing, and just all the other random things that you guys might want to know about. So yeah, again, really hope you guys enjoy this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week with a brand new one. Bye for now.